Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the Cherry Bomb Blossom Boutique. My name is Renan, your lovely fashion dolly. How you guys doing? How's it going? What you up to? I say today we have a very special stream featuring a hand mic. Chat, you have no idea. Okay, so earlier today, while I was cleaning my bedroom, actually being responsible for once in my life, I was cleaning my bedroom and I hear a sudden snap going on right behind me, and right behind me was my computer. So I kind of get concerned because this thing is very expensive. It cost me a pretty penny to get my computer to where it is now, and so I was already feeling not really that great in the last couple of days. If you've seen my recent post on YouTube, you might know why. And so when I saw that my microphone kind of just dropped into the floor, I was about to cry. I was about to end it all because I could not take another something else going wrong, right? And so, as it turns out, Chad, the shock mount, which is essentially the thing that holds on the microphone in a mic arm. At least microphones that are meant to be held into a stand or a mic arm, they have this thing called a shock mount, which essentially prevents them from getting shaked around too much. Because if I do this, which is, shaking the mic, you're gonna hear it. And actually, I would like to preface and apologize. If you hear too much of the mic moving, I will apologize for that. Because I kind of have to hold it in my hand now. I have to go back to the old days, how it used to be. Before they invented mic arms and before they invented mic stands, you kind of had to hold them in your hand. I don't even know if they invented it at the same time. But the point being, I have to go old school. I actually have to use my hands for something now. So it's gonna be a bit weird, a little bit wild. It might have there might be a bit of a undulating happening. Because the thing is with my arms and the way that I am, right? I kind of let my hands move free. I let my arms undulate, do what they gotta do, right? When I talk, because I express a lot with my hands. It's kind of part of who I am, right? And so the thing that happens is, because my arm is now attached to a mic, now they're kind of the same thing. There might be a lot of this happening in which I am talking, but it is moving around. The volume is not happening very much. Because I don't know, there's also this urge for me to be more theatrical with my movements per se when it comes to talking to a microphone. Because now that I have it, I feel like I have the power. I feel like I can command a room. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you step onto the stage, you have a mic, and it is now your job to make sure that everybody has a fun time. It's kind of like it is real streaming, really. But I don't know, it just feels like I have a prop now. And because I have a prop, my inner theater kid that never actually went to theater classes and just watching the sidelines hoping to be part of the club is now being activated. But yeah, so that's gonna be the situation happening, depending on whether or not I can do a very Mexican thing, which is strap and fix stuff with tape, hopes and dreams. I may or may not have to cancel tomorrow's stream, because it's one thing for me to do it, for me to have my mic talking to you, Chad, while I can, because this is technicality just a chatting stream, right? In technicality, this is just a just chatting stream. So I have the free time, I have the free hand, I can do one hand movements and be okay, I have one of my hands busy, the other one is not. But when it comes to gaming, I cannot game with one hand. You know what I mean? I don't really have that much practice, to be honest with it. And I'm gonna have to get back on you on that. I'm gonna have to back to get into you on that with the stream tomorrow, because if I cannot hold my microphone and I cannot put it anywhere, it's kind of weird, right? It's gonna be really weird. But yeah, hey Aaron, how you doing, sweetheart? I know I told you hi on the stream before, but hey, whoa, how's it going? How's it hanging? Hope you're doing okay. I hope you have a good Christmas, or had a good Christmas. Sorry. Question: what did you guys get for Christmas? Do you guys got anything fun? If you saw the YouTube post, you saw that I have a new bag. I have a new fashionable bag, which I love so much. I decorated with my with some Scara merch that I had lying around, and I just have a Furby. Which, now that I think about it, do you guys think are Labubus the spiritual successor to Furbies? Like, are Labubus this generation's version of Furbies? Because here's the thing, they function essentially the same. They are essentially the same concept. Really, really ugly things that nobody can really answer why they like it. They just kind of are ugly enough to come back around and become pretty. You know what I mean? It's kind of like they're a part of a capitalism thinking that we are basic. And guess what? We are basic. We are basic enough to just have the thrill of want to collect something that is not even that pretty. It's not even that well made, but everybody has one, so we must get one. But is that what it is? Because I remember I used to want a Furby until I saw it moving. Once I saw it moving, it was over, girl. It was a wrap. I rather would have a Chucky doll come back to life and kill me than have a Furby even bark something at me. It's very creepy, Dayo. But the reason why I'm asking, Chad, what have you gotten for your week? For your Christmas, your Christmas week, your Christmas day, is because tonight we're doing something relatively special. Some might say it's content slop, and I say, well, that's actually fair. And I say, you know what, you're not wrong. But listen, I had no idea what else to do on this stream. Okay, I know I wanted to do something Christmas themed, and I had already done the sock thing on Tuesday. So this was the best thing that I could come up with. I promise I will not do tier list streams that often. It's only like a once in a lifetime type of thing. The last time that I did it was the Yaoi ranking stream, the Yaoi top ranking stream. And that was fun. I really enjoyed it a lot. And I don't know, I think this might be a good thing to try, you know what I mean? So let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. Oh, now that I think about it, I'm gonna have to drop the mic to be able to move around. Wait 1 second, Chad. I'm sorry if you hear this. That one. All right. Music. Okay, there we go. Oh shit. Wait, hold on. Oh no. Thank you, production. Thank you. So I have an array of very basic things here that I call that one can say is generic Christmas gifts. Because you know what? We always have those times in which money isn't really coming, or really the people who are supposed to give you things, they don't know you like that. They don't really know you, and they just decide to, you know what? I'm just gonna give you something because we can. What is your opinion on cigarettes? Cancer. Depends. As a Christmas gift? It depends to who you're talking to, but I would never give it to anybody. You know why? Because my mother is a smoker, right? And I have seen what smoking does to a person, and I don't really want to do that to anybody else, really. So, smoking or cigarettes, not really. But you know what? I guess it kind of shows that you're interested in the person enough for you to give them something they would be using, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, wait, cigarettes, advent calendars? What? What would even that be like? I don't know. Like, I know that cigarettes come in flavors and different presentations, but like, wouldn't that be kind of boring? Like, I need you to explain to me the concept of a cigarette advent calendar. Because the thing about advent calendars, they're supposed to be things that one unveils, and it's a new thing every time. But I feel like cigarettes are all the same, no? Like, how the flavors work when it comes to vapor? Can you taste it? Do you taste stuff like that? I got a mini fridge, USB clock fan, and a gift card that I used on Steam games like Hollow Knight and Dispatch. Girl, you ate good. Aaron, you ate good for Christmas. What the hell? What the hell, girl? A mini fridge? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were in the presence of royalty. Oh my god. Ooh la la, señor francés. Oh my god. I don't know. The concept of a mini fridge seems so frivolous to me. I don't know why. Shoot me. I don't care. The concept of a mini fridge is just like, okay, could you really not just walk up to your fridge? Like, I really wasting much more energy with our light bills on a mini fridge. I don't know. It's just me. That's just me. But I'm glad that you got stuff that you enjoyed. You got a really good haul this year, Aaron. All that I got was a bag and a couple clothes that I didn't like very much, which we'll get into once we start discussing the tiers and stuff like that. Marlboro did one which the different cigarette flavor. Each one comes with a nice letter with each day, having the different flavors of cigarettes. Oh, I mean, honestly, that probably would be really good for my mom. And just for the lighters alone, I would say that's good. I would say that's a really good gift now that I think about it. Because you never know how much you need fire until you need it, right? It's the same reason why I would never get like an electric stove or electric well, most things really. Particularly something that it's used to cook, like a stove. I always will use a gas stove other than an electric stove. Because when the electricity goes out and every single apparatus in your home is turned into a useless metal brick, because everything works with power now and light and your phone and an email that you don't even know why you even used in the first place. You know, having something that works out of the box is kind of better, right? It's kind of better. Which, by the way, okay, let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. Let's say we can talk about the stuff like this while we talk about the concept of things. So I have a couple of things that I already put here. You cannot see all of them. Let me get it. Let me move it out of the way real quick. I put a couple things. You know, couple things. This is to reminder, by the way, that I am not a child-friendly streamer. Just because I'm pretty sure that you're seeing a couple of images that I put right next to me. So it's a reminder that you should not be here if you're a child. I will ban you. So please, be advised. Be advised. Do not be here. There are things that we're going to talk about because these are things that either has been gifted to me or a friend has told me that they've gotten in their Christmas tier, in their Christmas. So I just want to put that right out of the gate. Okay? Right out of the gate. Just scooch back on in here. Alright, and the first object in mind that we have is something simple, something that I feel like everybody benefits from, and that is money. And that is money, honey. Because here's the thing about money, right? Here's the thing about money. Money, if you genuinely don't know the person, let's say that you're like, okay, you're about to talk to your cousin who you don't even know. They're kind of creepy. They may have committed a couple crimes in their life. You know that cousin? The one that may or may not have a couple of assault charges on their case? Yeah, that cousin they don't really get along with. Give them money. If you have to give them something, give them money. Oh my god, hi girl! How you been? You changed your name. You just changed your name. Because I do not recognize it. Or either that, or is it or is it that I never seen your handle before? But I have a feeling that I know who you are. You can Oh, fuck. I forgot your name. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, twin. I'm very sorry. I feel like I know your name. I know who you are because you show up every once in a while, every once in a blue moon. And we talk about men with one of our lover men and yaoi and men kissing other men and K-pop, you know. But I really don't remember your name. Oh yeah, it's Aki. Thank you. Listen, chat, YouTube, I would say, please, if you have the time, if you can spare me, YouTube has decided that it's gonna give you the government mandated username. Sorry, what did I say? USR. Anyway, it's gonna give you a username that you put in before you decided to go with your actual name. For some reason, I don't know why YouTube thinks that is better. I don't think so, because all that does is make me not know who is who, right? Because I recognize you guys for your usernames, the usernames that I saw before this change, and sometimes your usernames are not things that either one cannot say outside, you know, or are things that perhaps you thought were cool when you were, I don't know, 14. And nowadays, those are things that no longer represent you. Like, you know, maybe you thought that the username LittleHo67 was a good thing when you were 14. Although I don't know why you would think that's a good username, because 67 wasn't even a thing, and I hope it wasn't, and I hope it isn't a thing anyway. So yeah, if you're on YouTube and you're gonna and you would like me to call you by the right name, please introduce yourself with the name that you would like me to call you. Because YouTube. I couldn't enjoy your streams for so long because my busy schedule. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. Do not worry. I know everybody's busy. Everybody's doing things that they need to do, and at the end of the day, I understand that people have lives. You know, people have lives. Hey, Turbo, how you doing, sweetheart? So good to see you here. Do you change your avatar style? I don't know why, but it looks different. It's not really the avatar, it's the rendering. It's the sorry, not the rendering. It's the rigging. It's the rigging. I am a lot more expressive. I can move a lot more. Hold on. Oh god. Let me drop the mic real quick. I'm sorry if you hear it too much. As you can see, I'm a lot more expressive, girly. I can move around a lot more. My mouth is a lot more accurate, and my eyes, well, they bounce more. I have Vtuber syndrome. I have eye Vtuber syndrome, which is my eyes move a lot without that much effort, and that's nice, and that's really nice. But yeah, I only changed the way that my Vtuber was rigged. And I feel like it's for the better, you know? I did change a couple things when it comes to the art style, particularly my eyeshadow, which you couldn't see before. For some reason, I thought that a light pink eyeshadow was gonna be seen. And then as it turns out, no, bitch, nobody can see that. So, I deepened the eyeshadow. I made my lips a little bit better. You know, I got a little bit of filler. And, I don't know. I think it's for the better. Anyway, let's go back to the purposes of today's stream. But yeah, Aki, it's a pleasure to see you. Let me know what you got on Christmas. I'm very interested. I'm very interested to what every one of you got for Christmas. Because people are loaded, you know. Wait, what? Okay, first of all, Aki. Number one, never compare me to other VTubers because they could never be me. And I could never be them. I'm kidding. But anyway, what I do want to know is, what do you mean cringe stage? Because I'm always cringe, girl. I'm always cringe. Let's be honest and let's put it out the gate. I am cringe. You know what? I'm a VTuber, bitch. I am out here pretending that I am an anime, nondescript gender person in the internet while escaping from my problems. I feel like that is... I'm a cringe lord when it comes to that. But also, you know what? All kinds of VTubing are valid. Even the ones that are a little cringe. Just let the cringe die. Anyway, back to the purposes of today's stream. So yeah, I think money is one of the best things that you can give a person. I don't know if you guys would agree with me, because money doesn't have any meaning to it, except for like, hey, you know what? Get yourself a nice thing. Treat yourself. I don't know what kind of stuff that you're into, and I do not care for me to find out. I do not want to know what kind of subscriptions you're getting with this money, but just take the money and leave it be. That's my opinion. I think money is a great gift, a great thing that you can do, that you can give people. And if you don't know what to give them, it's amazing, because you know what? You can save yourself the task, the emotional charge that it takes to figure out what somebody likes. Because, you know, there are people out there who are very fucking annoying. In the case being, I hope I'm not talking about myself here, but in the case being that they don't know what they want. You don't know what to give them because they don't know what they want. They either say, number one, I have everything. I do not need anything. I don't need anything. I can buy it myself, you know? And they might be able to. They might be able to buy themselves things. Or it's a person who changes what they want every fucking day. Because, you know, there are people who take gift giving on Christmas very seriously. And they out here trying to, like, red string on a corkboard, painting pictures of whatever people said during the year. And then there's always this one person who, no matter what, every day they change it. You know what? Just give them money and you'll be fine. Wears a mask, takes it off, and the ghost goes wild. Hey! Listen! I know exactly what you're referring to, and I need you to leave that man alone, okay? He did his best without having the budget for a proper 3D concert. You know what I mean? We're not gonna shame Vtubing for not having money, okay? Look at me, bitch! Look at me! Hold on. Look at this! Look at this! And tell me this is not screaming poor. Look at what I'm doing right now. Look at this fantasy. Look at this accoutrement that I have pasted up to myself. And tell me that this is not kind of cringe. I didn't have budget, okay? I did not have a budget to get a Christmas outfit. So I decided to just get a couple PNGs and paste it onto my body and pretend like I'm something, okay? I'm being a paper doll today. Oh shit. My water bottle. Girl, you look majestic, shut up. Oh, thank you. Listen. This is very COVID-19 working from home situation. I'm giving working from home eleganza right now. I don't have to be dressed up properly from the chest up. I have to look cunt from the chest up, and then that's it. I don't really have to try for the things on the bottom, you know? What's going on below my waist is not of your concern, okay? It is not of your concern. It doesn't belong to you. It's not for you, okay? Why am I so combative today? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm ready for an argument. But anyway, chat, argue. Do you think that giving money away is one of those things that is like the best things ever? Is it an S-rank gift to give money? In my opinion, it is. Because there is not that much thinking to it. Where did the COVID-19 part come from? Girl! Working from home was not really a thing for most people until COVID came around, okay? Listen. You didn't have to go outside when you're working from home. All you have to do when you, like, even I, taking classes during COVID-19, I didn't have to dress up from the waist up. I could be in jorts and nobody would give a fuck because they couldn't see it. I could be naked and they couldn't see it. I found a person that jabs more than me and me it's raining. Girl, you truly have not been here for a while, huh? Aki, I yap a lot. Listen, I can make a production and a fantasy out of everything. Leave me alone, okay? Like, look at the concept of the stream. I'm chatting a lot, and I haven't even done anything. I'm just here, just being me. And I think you guys like it, so I appreciate it. Anyway, let's talk clothes, shall we? I have different sets of clothes right here. I have a section for just clothes in general. Then it's underwear, and there's pajamas. Because here's the thing. The thing about those gifts is that they serve kind of different purposes. They're for different things. So I think that they deserve to be its own category. And you know what? Let's start with probably one of the most trepidatious kind of gift when it comes to giving clothes around. And it's just clothes in general. Anything that's supposed to be showing, I feel like you're in danger, girl. You're in danger, girl. Giving clothes out to people, unless you know them really well, is almost never going to turn out well. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because here's the thing. I got clothes for Christmas this year. I got a hoodie, a black hoodie that I cannot even tell what brand it is, because I don't think it's even branded. I'm pretty sure it came from Temu. It smells like shit in the sense that it just smells artificial. You know what I mean? And the fabric is awful. The fabric is so bad. So here's my hot take of the day. If you cannot afford to give out clothes, don't. If you, my dear, don't have money to give out proper quality clothes, please don't. I'm begging you. Please do not. Do not give out clothes away if you cannot afford good quality clothes. Because how that's gonna happen is that person, or in this case, me, I'm not gonna put it on. I'm sorry. If I have the receipt, I'm gonna return it. I'd rather get the money because I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate that you think that you know me enough to know what I want and what I like. But this is not it, sis. Cargo shorts? Cargo shorts. A black hoodie that is not even cute looking. And I have it right next to me. I could snap a picture and show you guys. I honestly think that clothes is probably on the lower side, probably C tier, because you know, clothes are nice. Like getting clothes, particularly from people who don't have that much, is okay, I think. But if you want to be utilitarian about it, if you want to be utilitarian about clothes, I think underwear is probably one of the better ones. I don't think it's S tier because a lot of people get embarrassed by it, and this is like my own personal anecdote. Clothes, I mean underwear, it's 50-50 when it comes to this type of things. Because, once again, the clothes department, like the department of clothes, retail, well, it's not retail, but still. The clothes department requires you to know the person on a more intimate level than you might think, right? A lot of people don't seem to know that or don't seem to think about that. But clothes are not a good gift. Underwear, though. However, underwear, I think, is one of the most useful gifts out there. Because I don't know if this happens to you, Chad. Chad, do let me know. I am very interested because I feel like this only happens to me. And I feel kind of embarrassed about it, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Because you know what? What am I if not a clown for the people? What am I if not somebody who you can make fun of, right? And so, I don't know why. I think it's because I got thick-ass Thunder ties. Well, not really Thunder ties because they cannot really produce Thunder. I would say they produce a spark. Maybe. You know, they produce a spark. They produce a little bit of current, a little bit of energy. But I do have thick ties, right? My ties are thick. I already slapped them in the previous stream, if you would like to see that. But the thing about underwear, at least for me, is that my ties devour it. My under area, for some reason, is giving piranha. Because there is holes. There is holes. I'm not afraid to admit. I am a person who uses things until their wheels falls off, okay? And I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what kind of weather system is happening down there. But I run through through underwear weekly. It might have to do. Listen, I might have to do a lot with the fact that I am a man and I have balls and hair. It might have to do a lot with that. It might also have to do with the fact that because I'm thick, there's a lot of rubbing, there's a lot of friction happening down there. But at the same time, my ass runs through clothes really fast. Wear and tear, baby, wear and tear. Either from wearing it, from washing it, or just because, you know, I don't really think about buying underwear that much. And at some point in time, the elastic runs out of it, and I'm still using it because I don't have anything else. But the point being is that I find underwear to be a very pleasant kind of gift, okay? I find underwear to be very pleasant. I run through it like fire, like a fire does wood, you know? And even though it's easy access for the men, I'm still thinking, you know what? It is very embarrassing to be wearing underwear that has holes on it on a first date. So, I'm just saying, underwear is very helpful. I would say though, if any of you ever wants to give me underwear, please give me tights, things that are tight. Give me boxers that are tight, because I cannot handle when boxers don't fit properly and then they chafe me, okay? And then they chafe me. My poor thighs are so thick and juicy that they need to have, they cannot be allowed to have room to breathe. Otherwise, they will rub with each other and give me a wedgie. So, no, please no. What am I hearing? You're hearing the truth, bitch! You're hearing gospel! Most people and most men, and like I said, I have balls, I know what I'm talking about, run through a pair of underwear very easily because of friction. Balls have hair. Balls have skin. And if you have thick thighs like I do, you know your crotch eats underwear like a fucking fire does wood. Your crotch eats underwear for breakfast. Okay? And, you know, I know that women don't experience this a lot. You know why? You know why? Because women's underwear panties are reinforced in the crotch area. I don't remember exactly why they are, but I know this because I referenced it. Because I googled it, okay? At some point in time, I was very curious about it and I googled it. And I know that in the coochie area for women, they have reinforcement. They have a couple layers of lining down there. I don't know why exactly, but they do. They do. Men don't get that kind of affordability. And by the way, just in that same vein as talking about if you don't have money to afford clothes for people, don't give them clothes. If you're gonna give underwear, at least give the good quality underwear. Don't get me Dollar Tree tongs, please. Please give me the good underwear. Cotton, preferably. Just saying. If I got pajamas as a gift, I would be so happy because for some reason I love pajamas. That's my thing with pajamas. I feel like pajamas is like a mid-tier gift. IMO. Because the thing is, it really depends on the person. Once again, clothes are very personal, and clothes are things that you need to really know the person what would they would prefer, right? So, Aki, you might be happy with underwear. Well, you may be happy with underwear, but you may be happy with pajamas, right? You may be happy with pajamas. I would not be, because I don't use pajamas. I sleep in my underwear, which, you know, might be another reason why I run through them a lot. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I sleep in my underwear. I don't really use pajamas that much because I feel like, number one, pajamas are very unflattering. I know nobody's ever gonna see you in your pajamas, but I don't care. I don't care. I wanna look good, and I know that my body looks good. So, you know, at least having something representative of my body is better. But pajamas are very unflattering. They are made for comfort more than looks, and the problem with that is that if you, for some reason, let's say your house is burning and you have to go out, you have to get out of your house. Imagine getting outside in your pajamas that make you look unhinged, like your Invader Sim pajamas that may have a couple holes in them. Yeah, you have to go out in them. Because, you know, it's an emergency. And pajamas just don't look cute on me. I'll say it. Pajamas just don't look cute on me. I don't appreciate it. But I understand that some people do. It's a very hit and miss gift. Some people may get a lot of use out of them. I never got any use out of them. Because I am a man. I am hot. I'm sweaty. And it's just the type of thing that I don't enjoy very much. I will say that one time I did get them. I did use them a lot. Until I realized that they were kind of see-through. And everybody could see, you know, my business. My little small business. Everybody could see my small business. When it came to the pajama pants that I was wearing. So, that's also another thing as for why I don't like pajama pants. They tend to be see-through. Not really for me. Let me drink some water. I don't know why I'm going then. I'm getting so intense for no reason. Chad, am I okay? Chad, am I okay? Am I fine? I don't know what things are going on. But for some reason, I am very, very inspired to talk about things that don't matter. Like, I am being very passionate about this for no reason. I don't know why. I think it's fun. I think I'm having fun. This is what having fun is, Chad. Anyway, back to the tier list. So, question, Chad. Question. In so far, from what you've seen so far, any disagreements that you may have had? Like, do let me know. In fact, I'll give you the link. I'll give you the link to this lovely thing that I created myself, this lovely template. Here's the link in case you want to create your own. If you want to create your own tier list on these objects, there are some of them I didn't put in there because I put them too last minute. But if you want to make your own tier list of what you appreciate when it comes to gifts, it is on the chat now. If you want to watch, if you want to see. All right. I do want to know though, do you think I'm right when it comes to these things? Particularly when it comes to underwear. Is underwear not like one of the best gifts ever? It's like, I don't know. I feel like one day you're a kid and you are very excited to get the most recent fad. You know, you're very excited to get a Labubu. You're very excited to get a Bakugan. You're very excited to get like a Pokemon plushie. And then suddenly you become an adult. And all you hope for is underwear that fits you and maybe a microwave. Maybe a microwave. Because microwaves, anything appliances is really good. We'll get to that when we get again. Anyway, socks. Another thing of clothing, socks. I think socks are also B tier. And this time around, it's not because I don't use socks. I do use socks. Mostly. Sometimes. Whenever I feel like it. Really. When it's cold, I use socks. I actually have a whole drawer of socks that I don't think most of them have ever seen the light of day. I think most of them are vampires just rooting in there. But I feel like socks, it's just really one of those things that nobody cares about, you know? I feel like socks is just one of those things that you genuinely get disappointed by seeing, honestly. If I was a kid and I got sock, I would get crushed. Crushed, Mary. I don't think that socks are a good idea to give out. Because, listen, at least underwear, normal clothing, pajamas, they take some level of thinking, you know? They take a higher level of cognizant skill, of people skill, that most people do not have. And when you give out socks, they are not really that hard to think about. Because all you have to do is just like a white sock, boom, goes with everything. A pink sock, boom, you like pink, there you go. A character sock, boom, you like the character, there you go. There's a character sock right there. And I just feel like socks are like the most nondescript thing you could ever give to a person. It's like, hey, I had to give you a gift. It was a forceful thing. It was forceful. You know what I mean? Socks are the type of gift that you give to a person whenever it's a pleasantry gift. It's the gift that you are forced to give out. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think I may be traumatized for, you know, those 4-5 years of my life in which, and the only thing that I received in Christmas was socks because we were poor. Because we're very, very poor. And so, I'm just saying, it might just be me. I might just be trauma dumping over here. I might just be trauma dumping. But you know, it is what it is. Oh, speaking of being old. Speaking of being old. Speaking of being old and decrepit. Speaking of being old and decrepit. I'm sorry. Electronics? Please don't give them to me. Listen. I know you think you're being really generous. I know you think you're being really generous by giving out headphones, a laptop, a phone, right? You think you're being really generous. You think, you know what? I have some coin. I have some money. Let's give it out, right? I am very sorry to say, sweetheart. I am very, very sorry to say, do not, unless you know that this person is not tech savvy, do not give out electronics. I'm gonna tell you why. The thing about electronics and things like this, right? The thing about electronics, the thing about phones, consoles, headphones, laptops, controllers, is that if you are not tech savvy, you are not gonna give the person the right gift. Either you're gonna give the person something they already have, or something that they don't. They're gonna give the person something that they don't have, and it's worse than they already have, or you're gonna give them something they don't need. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing, folks. I'm sorry. I'm shaking the mic a lot. I'm very passionate. One time for Christmas. No, it wasn't even for Christmas. It was for my birthday, which is even worse, by the way. One time for my birthday, my sister gave me a pair of headphones that she was sold torn. In fact, there was a blood pact between her and the shop lady that this headset was the best in the market. This headset, it was made out of gold with how good it sounded. And you know what it sounded like? Garbage headphones that you can get at a gasoline store. You know, a gasoline store. That you can get at the convenience store in the gasoline stop. You know, in those convenience stops when you're driving, and there is and you go there to recharge your gasoline, maybe get a snack or two. Those are the kind of headphone quality that I got. And it wasn't good. And I felt so bad, chat. I felt so bad. Because I had to tell my mother, because I couldn't keep it to myself. I had to tell my mom that they were bad. That they were dog shit. That it was abysmal dog shit. I had to tell my mom that those headphones were not good. And I felt so sad. Because I didn't have the heart to tell my sister, hey, I'm sorry, can we go return them? Maybe get your money back? Maybe go exchange it? Maybe just check if maybe they give me default ones because it sounds like garbage. And that's the thing about electronics. It's just they're a very expensive and dangerous game. If you haven't played this game before, do not. Don't. I find it so selfish to give out electronics. Because if you give me an electronic that I have no use for, or that I don't care for, or that it's worse than what I already have, you put me in a very awkward position. You put me in a very awkward position for me to tell you, hey, this is dog shit. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna use it, but I appreciate it anyway. So do not, for the life of you, give out electronics. It's not good. It's not good. I'm just saying, not good. However, I forgot to include it here, but let me just grab it real quick, actually. Let me just grab this real quick. Because there is a particular version of this particular gift that is much better than electronics. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab an air fryer to exemplify my point. By the way, chat, if you agree or disagree with me, feel free to at any point in the stream let me know. You know what, Renan? You have a war and you don't have good takes. This is a dog shit tier list, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you know what? You are entitled to your opinion, which may or may not be wrong. But you know what? This is for a debate. Everybody can make one themselves if they want to. And I genuinely want to hear your opinion. You might make me change minds. You might let me know why. You know, maybe getting an electronic is one of the best things ever. And you have to tell me why. Because I am just running with my own experience over here. But your experience may be different. You may be thinking, Renan, giving out socks is probably the most thoughtful thing in the world. It's probably one of those things that people always are glad to receive. You gotta tell me why. So feel free to, in the chat, in the comments if you're watching the VOD, let me know if I'm wrong. Debate me. It's an air fryer. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab this as an example of something that I feel like it's better than electronics, and it's kind of like in that same vein, you know? It's kind of like in that same vein. And that is apparatus. I forgot what the names are. Appliances is much better than a phone. Listen, I have never met a person in my life, and once again, this may be a testament to the people that I hang out with, or the fact that maybe I'm getting old. I'm about to turn 26 years old. I am, you know, transitioning to a period of late 20s, which I do not want to be in, but you know, it is what it is. I think that appliances are one of the best gifts that you can give a person, because appliances make life easier. An air fryer makes life easy. You know, you may be needing to heat up or cook things at the same time, and maybe there is not enough stoves in the burn. There's not enough burners in the stove. You only have one microwave, and so an air fryer, who has basically the same capabilities as an oven, is so helpful. A vacuum is so helpful. Well, particularly if you live in the United States and your floors are made of carpet and bugs, but carpet. If you live in the United States, a vacuum is so helpful. You know? Heck, I live in Mexico and our floors are made of tile. I find a broom, a mop, any other type of cleaning apparatus so helpful, because it means that I don't have to buy one. I don't have to think about the fact that, man, I really don't want to spend 20, 50, hey, maybe $1,000 on an appliance that I really don't think is gonna do much of anything, but it would be really helpful to have. You know, I could do it the old-fashioned way, but it would be really helpful to have this. But I don't want to spend the money on it. I kind of justify it. I can still do it myself. And that's the thing. That's the thing about vacuums, about washing machines, anything that you can think of. Anything that you can think of that falls under the realm, under the category on the store that is appliances, is so good. And maybe you're thinking, hey, Renan, I'm in my early 20s, maybe I'm younger than that. My friends don't care about that. Okay, they will though. They will eventually. Let me tell you, as somebody who is still young, but feels like they're 55 years old, appliances are really helpful. Okay? Appliances are one of the best things ever. I'm just saying it. Anyway, give me 1 second, chat, because my throat is running dry because I am yapping and I am dying. But yeah, while we're waiting though, while I'm drinking water, do let me know if what else you got for Christmas. If you haven't told me yet and you would like to share, what else you got for Christmas? Do you got any of the gifts that we have reviewed so far? Do let me know. You know what I really love actually? I would love hair. I don't know what the cup is about. To have one in all the time. And I always have to have a hair tie in my wrist all the time. And because I have to have one in my wrist all the time, they get stretched out. They get stretched out as I wish I tried doing it. And it's not fun. It's not cute. It's not cute. I really need more hair ties. Speaking of getting stretched out on a Friday night, chat, as you guys know, as you guys may be aware, I have been foraying as of late into the dating apps. I have been doing a bunch of exploration, a bunch of side quests on dating apps. And I have a rant. Listen. I am aware that most dating sites nowadays are only just like a masquerade, a ploy, an amboy hookups, right? Like most people are just using it for things that are not of God. And I may be hopelessly attempting to get a date through other websites, you know, particularly the gay one that everybody knows, the one that looks like a yellow mask. I don't know if I can actually say it out loud. You know, I don't know if that's a thing that I can actually say out loud without YouTube trying to kill me. But one of the things that I found in there is that aside from the fact that everybody wants to fuck and nobody wants to date, like, sure, you want to plow my hole, but you don't want to take me to dinner first. I understand, that's okay. But one thing that I found is people are so shallow. Like, isn't part of the idea of dating apps that you're selling yourself as a product? Isn't part of the idea of dating apps that you're going in there advertising your wares? Aren't you going in there to, you know, give people a sample, a taste of who you are and what they may want in their lives? Because all I ever find are people who do not talk about anything positive in their lives. Like, I found this cute 30-year-old guy, cute profile picture. He's kind of my type. He's a little on the wider side, right? And his profile says that he likes games, he likes dogs, he likes anime, he's kind of a geek, and he's a little bit shy about it. And so, you know, I decide to put my hair up and approach. I approach the bench. I approach the negotiation table. You know what? I think you're very cute, and I like to hear what you got going on, right? And so I ask him, hey, what are the games that you're into, right? Because one of his profiles, one of his profile tags, and one of the things that he emphasized on is that the fact that he's a gamer, right? That he really likes games. I was like, hey girl, what games are you into? What games do you like? You know, trying to get to know more of the person, trying to bond, trying to do more than just exchange dick pics. And the thing about it is, when I gave him an opportunity to rant, to be autistic, and to rant to me about his interest. And so he tells me, I like Resident Evil and I like Souls-likes. Okay, good. We're starting with something in common. Something that we may have in common, which is Resident Evil. I really like Resident Evil. I cannot play it by myself because I think I would shit myself. But I really like watching other people playing. I like the suffering of others. Okay? And so. Because I'm talking to this person, right? And I tell them, oh, I really like Resident Evil. I'm very excited about Requiem. Are you excited about Requiem? You know, Resident Evil 9? Crickets. Absolute crickets. No response on that one. Okay. I decided to, you know what? Maybe Resident Evil is one of the favorite franchises, but they don't keep up. So let's talk about Souls-likes. And I don't know why I decided to be a bit of a gamer girl. I guess a bit of a pick-me, if you will. And one of the ways I tried to engage was I asked him, hey, I am actually very bad at video games. I suck at them. I suck at Souls-likes. I'm not very good mechanically. And, you know, I tried Code Vein, and I struggled a lot. I fought that cute redhead dude, which was the first boss, and I spent 2 hours on it. Do you think you can teach me how to be better? And you know, he says, I think that it's a start, which is, oh, I think Code Vein is not good. Code Vein is not very good as it sounds like. Perhaps you should try Elden Ring, right? And once again, I am giving him plenty of time, plenty of avenue for him to tell me about his likes. You know, I was like, okay, oh really? Elden Ring? I never heard of that game before. Can you tell me what it is about? Can you tell me where can I find it? Well, obviously not what can I find it, but you know, I was trying to get him to open about his things, like nerd out, girl. What I was looking for, even though I already know these games, I already know what they're about, even though I already know that I'm not really that much of an enjoyer of them, I'm giving this guy, this lovely 30-year-old guy who's actually really cute, I'm giving him time for him to nerd out. I'm giving you an open forum. I'm giving you the mic, putting you on the stage. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you enjoy. Be autistic about your stuff that you enjoy. Tell me why you think that Elden Ring is probably one of the best Souls-likes out there. Tell me why you like Resident Evil. Take the opportunity to be the expert between the both of us. And it never happened. He never replied back. And I am so sad. Like, they need to create an app for nerds. Because what I want is for him to give me something to connect to, and there was nothing. There was nary a look, nary a sight in personality. Man. I just want to find a cute guy to date. Is that too much to ask? Am I drunk? Not really. But I feel like I'm acting like I'm drunk. Anyway, let's get this out of the way, shall we? Because we're talking about that, we're talking about video games. I think video games is a really good thing. I have the Steam logo as, you know, the standing for video games because I am a PC gamer, and therefore most of the things that I could ever want, and that I could have are on Steam. So Steam logo is the standing for video games in general. And I think video games is one of the best things that you can give out to people, particularly people who are interested in on it. Because, number one, websites like Steam make it so readily available to you to know what they like. Because whenever you're gifting somebody something, you can either check their wish list, or you can actually check what their past status are, what they have been playing, what they have been enjoying, what they bought, what they've played, you know? And you can get a pretty good idea without too much effort what they want in their gaming experience. And let's say maybe, hey, it's not something that they maybe would have liked enough to already have, but you can give them something to play with you. Let's say, for example, you really want your friend to play, I don't know. Well, speaking of Souls-likes, that you really want your friend to play Dark Souls with you. You buy them Dark Souls, you play with them. You teach them how to play the game, you co-op with them, and enjoy company, enjoy a lovely time together. There's also party games, that, you know, Mario Party, Jackbox. There's also co-op games that are meant to be for two people, It Takes Two. I don't remember the one that came out recently that it was from the same studio, but they are like lesbians or something. There's also the lesbian game that you can play for two. Overcooked. Overcooked is also a party game. So it's just one of those things. It's one of those things that is really good to give, but it's a very, very hyper specific thing, you know? It's very specific to every person, but I don't think I would ever be ungrateful for a video game. Even video games I don't play that often, or that I don't really engage that much. For example, Huskin, very lovely friend of the channel. He gave me Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear is not really a series that I would play on my own, but I play it on stream, and I'm really enjoying it so far. You know what I mean? I really enjoy Metal Gear, sorry. So it just gets you to try new things. So I think video games are really good for that same reason. Oh, Chan. I'm running out of breath. I'm forgetting how to talk. I'm forgetting. You know what it is? I don't breathe that much when I talk because I'm a yapper. I tend to let my words flow out like a river. And for that very same reason, it's just one of those things that when I'm talking and I'm very excited, I forget to breathe. And I just keep going and going and going until my lungs are wrinkled up like a raisin. Because I just ran out of air. And in fact, I'm taking air from inside my body from other places. Which I don't think your body can have air in other places. But still, the point being, when I chat, it really takes the wind out of me. So let me just drink some more water. Which I know is probably a really weird experience for all of you. Chad, how are you feeling about today's stream? Are you guys enjoying it so far? Because the thing is, I was feeling really nervous about streaming this. Because I felt like it might have been a little bit too much of a boring topic, right? It may be one of those things that people didn't really care about. Or people see it like slob content. And I actually kind of had a little bit of a breakdown about it the other day, right? Like, the other day I was not really having a good mental day. And I don't know. I thought about it and I was like, okay, maybe I have too much free real estate. I have too much control about my life and all the things that I do. And so I just thought that perchance this was a really selfish thing to stream. It would be one of those streams that it's only for me. Only I care about this. And I wasn't really thinking about your entertainment while doing it. And I mean, not really, because I really thought that this is a fun idea. This is a fun thing to talk about. And, you know, a conversation that you can have with a friend that would be genuinely kind of a heated conversation. I feel like if you bring this up to friends and have this conversation out to other people, it's probably one of those things that you probably lose friendships over with. Your friendship would be at peril if you talk about this with other friends. But I don't know. I was feeling really sad about it yesterday because I was like, damn. I feel like maybe I'm just under-delivering to you guys. That maybe this type of stuff isn't really that funny. And it's not really that entertaining. But, you know, when I talked to you, you guys said that you would be okay with it. That you would like to hear my crazy rambles regardless of what I do. And I really appreciate that. But if I could get some feedback about this type of stream, I would really appreciate it anyway. Because at the end of the day, my purpose as an entertainer, as a performer, is to entertain you guys. I seek to give you content that is worth watching. And I know that tier lists are not necessarily that. And I promise this is the last tier list I'm going to do for a while. But I hope that whoever is here, not saying any names because I don't want to call out lurkers. But I hope that whoever is here listening, or whoever listens to the bot, I hope you know that I appreciate you a lot for showing up. And I hope that you're enjoying my crazy rambles about this type of stuff, you know? Because I know I'm mentally ill. and nobody really cares that much about my rambles. But I appreciate it anyway because you guys do. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's move on before I continue to get sappy. Alright. Cookies, foods, perishables. Anything that may be for consumption of the stomach. I think that's an S tier. Because here's the thing. When in doubt, just give them something that they can eat. When in doubt, give them a consumable. Give them something that they don't really have to think that much about when using it. And I feel like food is just one of those things that is always welcomed. Unless you're giving somebody who has an allergy their allergen, then you're kind of an asshole and maybe you should go to jail because, well, you just attempted to murder a person. But cookies and any type of food is always welcome in my book. It's just one of those things that you can never fail. Maybe I'm a fat ass and maybe my ass is too juicy for that reason. But I don't know. It just feels like because this Christmas I did receive cookies this time around. I did receive cookies and I really appreciated the cookies. Listen. I bore that shit. I deep-throated the fuck out of those cookies because they were so good. They were butter cookies, and out of all gifts that I have received this Christmas season, it is one of the most pleasant things that I have ever experienced. Food is so good. Food is good for the soul, for the body. Except when it's on excess, then you maybe should see a doctor about that. But I really like food. Food is good. And that comes from a person who hates eating food. Who thinks that the experience of eating food is kind of awful. But I'm just saying, food is really good. Oh! We're going to the next F tier. Well, not really F tier because I don't really have an F tier, but we're moving on to one of the other worst gifts that is out there, which is perfumes, scents, candles. Things that are an assault to your nasal cavities. The problem with perfumes, the problem with candles, the problem with anything that has a scent is that you really, really, really need the person to accompany you. You need the person to accompany you. You need the person to, you need to know a modicum of the person. It's not one of those things that you can just give out for free because you have money for it. Same with electronics. It's just, it requires a level of knowledge that you cannot just give out and you do not have unless you interact with the person on a daily basis. And let me tell you, as somebody who recently went to their first Bath & Body Works experience, I will file a lawsuit if you give me a candle that is vanilla based. If you give me anything that's supposed to be scented in vanilla, I would genuinely grab the candle and smash it in your face. Because those scents are pungent. They permeate the room. Same with perfumes. Perfumes are something that's supposed to be pleasing. And it's something that's highly personal. So when it comes to giving it out as a Christmas gift, unless you know the person so well that you know that this is a scent that they would wear on a daily basis, I just don't think it's good. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh, I just saw a ghost! I just saw a ghost! And I got spooked and I almost died. Nandana! Hello! I haven't seen you forever, girl. I genuinely thought you really did die this time around. I hope you're doing okay. What do you got for Christmas? ¿Qué te dieron de Navidad, mi amor? Te extrañé mucho. I miss you, girl. Do you have any thoughts of my tier list so far? We have money, appliances, and food as an S rank. We got an A rank. We got underwear and video games. As a B rank, we got pajamas and socks. As C rank, general clothing, be it t-shirts, dresses, jeans. And D tier, we have electronics, laptops, phones, headphones, and perfume and scents, anything that's scented. Oh my god, hi Hitoshi, how you doing, sweetheart? I hope you're having a good day. Appliances is a D for you? Really? Sorry I'm late. Oh, don't worry, Hitoshi, don't worry. We're halfway through the tier list. So it's fine. What do you got for Christmas, Hitoshi? Do you have a fun time in Christmas? Those things are the things that you buy for the household, not for me. But here's the thing though. Don't they... Listen, none. You have to listen to me, okay? Appliances are a really, really expensive thing. A fridge, a blender, a fridge, a blender, microwaves. They're really expensive for zero to no reason, in my opinion. You go out there and look for a fridge. It's gonna cost you a kidney and your firstborn child. It genuinely is not something that you want to think about. And I think it's a godsend whenever people give you one. You know? Sure, you might be like, oh, this is not highly personalized to me, but it's something that's useful. It's something that you will find a use for. You know what I mean? And I feel like appliances are really good. Because I would kill for an air fryer right now. Do you know how much stale bread I have to eat now? Because I don't have my air fryer anymore? Because my air fryer up and left me? You know what I mean? I feel like it's good. I got art supplies. Ooh, that's so nice. I'm glad you got art supplies. What kind of supplies did you get though? Question. What kind of supplies did you get? Was it Posca pens, Copic markers? Although I heard that Copics are kind of like falling out of favor from people. Like Copic is not really that good anymore. Oh no. I know it's expensive and useful, but it's a house thing. I don't feel like I saw this and thought of none. Honestly, I may be getting too old. I may be getting ahead of myself, but I feel like appliances are thoughtful. You know what I mean? Like, sure, it's not a personalized gift. It's not something that you're like, okay, I know actually that this person is gonna like this because it's them. But I feel like appliances are thoughtful anyway. Because you know what? Perhaps I don't know you like that, you know? Perhaps I don't know you like that. But I know that you may find a use for a blender. I know that you may find a use for a microwave. I know that you may find a use for like an emulsion blender, you know? Sketchbook, color pencils, and markers. Ooh, you got something really good. Let me know what you draw, by the way. I know that YouTube recently just introduced a feature for like community post where you can post things that you want me to see on YouTube, kind of like Facebook, really. So whatever you create with it, you know, whatever you create with it, please do let me know. You can post it there, or you can join the Discord. It's on the description it's on the description box below. If you want to join the Discord and let me know what you create, because I'm really interested. A new shelf? Girl, those are so good. Shoes and a new chair. Girl, I need to get a chair. You know what I wish? I should have told my brother that I didn't need a new bag. I need a new chair. Because I've been in my chair. This bitch of a chair. It's a wooden chair that I've been sitting on for the past 10 years. And it's wrecked my lower back. I cannot longer throw it back anymore because this is such an uncomfortable chair, but I cannot afford a new one, okay? I really need an ergonomic chair. I'm very excited for you, very happy, Hitoshi. I hope you enjoy your gifts. Maybe if it's gifted by somebody who doesn't live with me, I do get the expense and it's nice. But if my boyfriend gets me a blender, I'll beat him. Damn, okay. Well, that is true. I guess the appliance is, you know what? I'm willing to negotiate. I'm willing to put it down in A tier, not in S tier. Because, you know, it is true. Appliances, it depends on from who they come from, you know? Can I sketch you off? Of course! Of course you can! Listen, you know what? I'm in perfect position. I'm in perfect position right now. Draw me like one of your French girls. I know. Listen, it took me a lot to get these this outfit to work with me. So I cannot give you like a full body references right now. But if you go into my Discord or if you go to my Twitter and scroll down a little bit, you're gonna be able to find my reference. So, you know, if you want to sketch me out, I would appreciate it. It would be so nice. I love seeing other people's art. You know, it's just like I just want to eat it. I just want to eat it for sustenance. I love art. Where's my book, Mickey? There you. All right, let's move on, shall we? We have dogs. Dogs are a D tier for me. I'm sorry. We have puppies, live animals, whether it be a dog, a cat, a snake. I think these are horrible gifts to give out to people. You know? Because I saw a lot of videos of people opening presents and it was a dog inside. You know, they got a dog for Christmas. Listen, dogs are for are a lifetime companion. They're for lifetime, not for Christmas. Anything alive, I don't think it's a good present. Why? Because it comes into question the morality of it, right? Because one, what if the person cannot take care of the dog? What if the person is simply not able to take care of it because of different life things, you know? Do you have a dark outfit that I can put you on? A dark outfit. When you say dark, what exactly are you referring to? Are you referring to like a goth type of look? Because I'm not a goth girly, but you know. I'm curious what you mean with dark. Do you mean like colors? Like dark colors? Are you referring to like maybe Morricone? Sorry, I'm a fashion girly, so I'm using I'm using words like that. Because if you mean something dark as in like dark aesthetic, I don't really do. But you can dress me up like whatever you want, really. I don't really mind. Yes or gothic? I mean, when it comes to me, Gothic Lolita is one of the things I really enjoy. I can show you. I can grab a picture and put it here. Hold on, 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find a good inspo for it. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this and put this here. Hold on. Put in picture in a new. There you. Something like this. Something like this is more my speed, you know. I really like poofy dresses. I like poofy. I like big. I like a big ruffle skirt. I like things that show off my shoulders, and I like bows. So really, Lolita's just for me. So yeah, I think this might be something that you may be inspired by. Just Gothic Lolita. I can get out of the way so you can take a screenshot if you want. Hold on. Let me just go out of the way. Yeah, Gothic Lolita is about my speed. I like Gothic Lolita. But Nandama, I haven't seen you in a while, bitch. What do you got for Christmas? Oh, you got a perfume. What scent was it? Was it a sweet scent? Because I know you said you like vanilla, but was it a sweet scent? Okay, I feel like that's enough of the picture. Was it a sweet scent? Because if so, I gotta know how you have the stomach for that kind of stuff. Because like I said, I went to Bath & Body Works and it was such an overpowering smell that I don't know how people can like sweet scents. Like, I like sweet scents, don't get me wrong, but I like them with like a tinge of Frenchness. Not French, freshness. Like a tangerine, you know. I'm really open to tangerine. Tangerine is it's a lovely thing to get. You know, tangerine smells are really good. They're fresh, they're sweet, and they kind of feel bubbly. But vanilla is just a punch to the face, you know, a punch to the throat. But yeah, going back to the tier list, animals, not a good thing to give out. I'm sorry. I kind of find it a little bit cruel to give out animals, because if the person cannot take care of them properly, or they just don't have the mean to, and also choosing an animal is just one of those things that you need to have. You need to be able to bond with it. It's a very very personal experience to choose an animal to spend part of your life with, that I feel like just giving it out like that is not good. Unless if you are giving them an animal that perhaps you both went to the shelter and went to see animals for a maybe future adoption, then you go at it. Then you're like, okay, listen, I know that we both look at this dog together, we bonded with them, so I'm gonna give it to you for Christmas. Then that's fine. But surprising somebody with a dog, no, I don't think so. If I had to pick a perfume, then I would say like a dog smell, but I like cologne better. Ooh, we like musky smells. I see. Dog smell. Yeah, dog smell. Like sandalwood, I guess. So like we're talking like smoky, woody smells, right? Because that's what most of cologne is, really. Cologne is very smoky, woody, musk, if you will. And they can also like colognes can also tend to smell very alcoholic too, so that could be another thing. So you like more manly scents? I get it. I'm not really a big on perfumes. I ain't gonna lie. Like in general, I'm not very big on scents and smells. Because I just tend to find the pleasantness of being around somebody without any enhancements better. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things that I don't think it adds anything, and you have a lot to lose if you don't smell good, you know? Like just a clean soap smell is much better than a punch to the nostrils when it comes to smells and colognes and scents, you know? Yes. Oh yeah, I gotcha. Hey, listen, if you enjoy it, good for you. I'm excited for you. If you like smells, I'm very happy that you like them. I don't know why you would, but I don't know. I like always that I like tangerine. I like a tangerine scent, but that's much of it, really. Moving on, plushies. Plushies to me is on the same level as it's a B-tier, a mid-tier gift, because it's not really useful. At least to me, personally. It's not really useful. It's also... It can be thoughtful, I guess. It can be thoughtful. But it's just like one of those things that is just like... I'm just not a plushie person, you know? I'm just not a person who thinks about getting plushies, who thinks like, oh my god, this plushie is so cute, I want to have it. Because it's just one of those things that I feel like it's for display only. and I have stuff. I had stuff that is for display alone. Like I have a bunch of plushies that my friend Bab gave me, and I really like them, and I display them. And I have a Miko figurine, and I display it a lot too. But it's just I'd rather get other things, you know? I think plushies for me, in my opinion, is, you know what, maybe a step above. It's a step above. I guess I'll move it slightly higher, like low A tier, I guess. I was thinking about putting a plushie on the top of my machine. Oh, that would be kind of cute, actually. You know what? Plushies are decorations, yeah. So I guess it depends on the type of plushie. You're so right, Aaron. You're so right, Aaron. Plushies are decorations, so I guess if you can match the taste of the person, their aesthetic taste, then yeah, it's a good gift. But at least me personally, it's just I feel okay about plushies. Like, I would never say no to one of them. I would never throw it away. He's my son now. That plushie is my son. But I'd rather get other things, you know? But what kind of plushies are we thinking? Are we thinking like a Pape? Like a Nui of your favorite character? Like, for example, I know you played or have played Omori because when your profile picture is from one of the protagonists of Omori. So maybe an Omori plushie? Maybe a Miku plushie? What kind of thing are you thinking? What are you thinking about when it comes to that type of decoration? Speaking of things, speaking of things, decorations, and things that are useful, and things that I really would find a great use for. Okay, listen. Obviously, this is the person, right? Let's call them marital aids. Let's call them marital aids, even though I'm not married, and even though I can do it perfectly fine by myself. Marital aids and things that need to be censored for the sake of YouTube, I think they're a great gift. And I know, it really does depend on the person, right? People may be too embarrassed for it. A lot of people tend to see that as a gag gift, you know? Something that you do as a prank. But at least, to me, in my personal opinion, you know? In my personal opinion, I would never say no to a toy. I will never say no to that type of toy. Maybe this is just me, though. Maybe it's just me and my depraved mind. But I feel like you can always find a use for them, you know? There is no better pleasure than with yourself. Am I right? There is no better time that you can give to somebody else. There is no better gift than giving people a good time by themselves. Oh, hi, Jerry. How you doing, sweetheart? You came at a great time. S tier, it's for... Listen, this is also sort of, maybe, you know, a personal experience list. But I'm just saying, I think it's good. I think it's an S tier gift. I would certainly find a use for toys. You know, I certainly would like to be aided in my marital situations. Why? Listen, like I said, it really does depend. Okay, listen. Fine. I'm gonna put it on A tier at the lowest because it really does depend on the person. It really does depend on the person whether they would appreciate that kind of stuff or not. But at least me personally, talking about my own account and my own things that I would like to receive, I wouldn't mind it at all. I would not mind it. Sure, it's very personal. I don't care. I will find a use for it eventually. That's so fun though, because I know that the... What? Okay, Jerry, we were having a discussion earlier, and I need to know your opinion on this, right? Are appliances, an air fryer, a refrigerator, a microwave, you know, are they not an A tier gift? Because I got some people in the Twitch chat fighting me about it because they were like, they feel like there is not like a personal enough gift. Like, you don't look at an appliance and think of a person. But I think, in my personal opinion, of all the generic gifts that you could give out, I feel like appliances, you know, appliances is one of those things. Because sure, it may be not indicative of a person, but I feel like they're always useful. Like, you're not really thinking of the person themselves, but you're thinking about how much use they can get out of it. I love kitchen appliances. Yes, I do too. Like I said, like, love a good air fryer. Love a good vacuum. A Roomba. A Roomba would be really good. Actually, you know what it is? I don't think I could have a Roomba because I do have pets. And I think they will be scared shirtless of the Roomba. I think the Roomba would terrorize them. I have a good steamer that steams corns, meat buns, edamames. Ooh, bitch, that is so good. You know what? You know what? I'm being convinced again. I'm putting it back into A tier. I'm putting it back into A tier because just like food, it's something that you don't have to put a lot of energy on, and that it is really useful for people. The question is though, Juju, have you made dumplings on that before? And if you have, can you teach me how to make them? Because I really want a dumpling. I've been getting like a lot of like Asian food in my feed recently, as of late, and I'm just saying, I'm really craving Asian food. I really am. Any type of it, be it Korean, be it Taiwanese. I don't know. There's something about the spices. I want to have a fun time with the spices. Because, you know, I didn't really eat that fancy on Christmas Day. We ate like potato puree and mac and cheese. I don't know. I feel like I want to have a new experience. Flowers are A to B tier. I don't know if I can agree on that or not. Because, you know, flowers are perishables. Flowers are also fall into the condition of consumables, right? Flowers fall in the consumable category. And the thing about flowers is I just don't see any personal value on them. And you may be thinking, wow, Renan, what about men? Don't men like to be given flowers too? It's not about being a man, okay? It's a personal opinion. Flowers to me are a decoration. And there are decorations with extra steps, you know? There are decorations with extra steps. They are a responsibility. And I don't know if you know, but I can barely take care of myself. I think I would kill a plant if you give me one. So, flowers to me are just B tier, you know? Honestly, shut up. Oh, okay, never mind. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm putting the mic down. I'm sorry. I will shut up. Yes, I do remember you. Hi, Caitlin. How you doing, sweetheart? I haven't seen you in forever. But yeah, flowers. I don't know. Chad, you explain to me, Hitoshi, Jerry, Caitlin, now that you're here. What's the appeal of flowers? Like, I feel like getting flowers is very romanticized. You know, it's a thing that people think it's very romantic, it's very good, it's very thoughtful. But I just don't know. I'm also not a person who thinks about getting gifts a lot. You know? Like, I don't know. It feels weird. I think I'm gonna get a wool cuff because my hair is a mess. Wouldn't a wolf cut make it more messy? I don't know that much about hair, so I don't know. I remember every flower given to me. Ooh. I guess sentimental value, I suppose. Sentimental value is one of those things that really matters when it comes to flowers. So I guess it's more the intention. I feel like it's more the it's the intention behind the flowers, I guess, that is the more appreciated thing. It's memorabilia. But for that same reason, I feel like I cannot put it any higher than B. Maybe I could be convinced. To put it in A tier, because it really just depends on who is sending it to you, what their intentions is, what the commemoration is. So I don't know. Maybe it's just because I also have not received that many flowers in my life. Maybe I just want to get flowers. You know, maybe this is a cry for help. Maybe this is, you know, an invitation. Somebody please give me flowers. Maybe I want to feel what everybody feels. I want to feel the warm heartness that a lot of people feel whenever they receive flowers. Please, please, I beg of you. You know what? Fine, I'll put an 8 here. Fine. I feel like I'm that one viewer that normally disappears and then randomly reappears. No, because there's a lot of you. A lot of people do that. Aki, for example, is one of them. Aki comes and goes very fast. Oh my god, hey Liv, how you doing, sweetheart? How's it going? What do you get? By the way, I gotta ask again, are there people that are more active right now? What do you get for Krimba? What do you guys get for Christmas? I'm very curious. Do you get any of these gifts that we were talking about in the past hour or so? Did any of you got underwear, a plushie, flowers, money? Money gifts are so good. Please give me money. Thank you very much. Well, while you guys tell me about that though, I wanna I wanna talk about the subject. You know, I want to talk about the subject that is on my thumbnail. You know, I want to talk about the subject. So, you know, there's a standing. This picture of Manato is a standing for figurines. And listen. I never saw the value of figurines. Like, I never got the hype behind them. But I feel like I'm starting to get the idea, get the value of such assets, if you will. You know, I feel like it's a good conversation starter. You know, I have a statue of a naked man in my bedroom. Let's talk about it. You know, let's talk about it. But really, I've gotten like a newfound appreciation for figurines, because they're a different type of decoration. You know, it's one of those things that you can look up to. You can look at it and smile. You know, you can look at it and smile. And in the case of Manato, be a little bit excited about it. I'm just saying. I got Fairlights and magnetic fridge clips. Ooh. What kind of shapes were the magnetic fridge clips? Were they a particular shape? I hope they were flowers, because, you know, decoration. There was a lot of prints and drawings I got from my friends. Oh, prints are so good. I love it whenever I get art in any way, shape, or form, you know? Art in any way, shape, or form is so unique to me. It feels like there is a lot of meaning behind it, and I really enjoyed art. I really do. I recently got a partner. Well, I'm very happy for you. I'm so fucking happy for you. It's not like I've been trying to go on a date for the last few weeks and it hasn't turned out, but whatever. I'm kidding. I'm very happy for you. I hope I get flowers from them. I really hope you do. Honestly, like I said, flowers are very meaningful to people, and I really hope you get flowers from them one day too. You should let them know though. You should let them know that you would like flowers. You know, communicate. Communication is very important in relationships. So communicate. Say like, hey, I really like to be gifted flowers, so maybe one day you want to give me one. I would appreciate them. Drop the bomb. Oh, I got 1950 Autumn Glory Barbie, and I'm a... Oh, you got good, girl. Girl, you got yours. You got what I wanted for Christmas. You got what I wanted for Christmas. You know what? When I went to Bath and Body Works and we went to that mall that made me feel really poor, you know, I went to a luxury mall for Bath and Body Works that made me feel like I'm below the poverty line. You know, it made me feel like I was a peasant walking amongst royalty, because people were very well dressed there, and they had a bunch of brands that I could never dream to ever put on my body. So when I went to the mall, I saw for the first time in forever, the holiday Barbie of 2025 present in my vicinity. And I almost cried because I wanted to get it so bad. I wanted to get it so bad. It was like 1K pesos, like a thousand pesos, which is honestly a lot for a Barbie. But I really wanted it so bad because, you know, I have a deep emotional connection with Barbie. I am a doll for a reason, and that is because I like Barbie. And I really wanted to get it, but I just couldn't justify the purchase, you know? And I am sitting here so sad that I just wish I could have bought it. I wish I would have been the bullet. I wish I would have been like, you know what? I don't need food for the next few months. I do not need water. I do not need electricity. What I need is a cute Barbie to display on my shelf. And I feel so sad. I want to get that Barbie, damn. My boss drew me Sonic running, and my friend sketched a beautiful drawing of a lady for me. Ooh! Wait, what kind of sketch we're talking? You know, what kind of sketch we're talking? Are we talking spicy? I'm kidding. Have you ever tried pressing flowers? No, I haven't. Like I said, flowers are not really like they're pretty to me, but they're not one of those things that I care to get. Like, I would appreciate them if I get them, you know. But it's not a thing that I am like stoked about, right? But why do you ask? Have you been pressing flowers lately? I said before I started dating my partner, I was literally the most down bad ever, and I was sick of being single. That's what people say when they get partners, you know? That's what people say when they get partners. It's just like, everybody's horny. Everybody is like, you know, barking on the street. But as soon as they get a partner, like, the drive kind of dies down. I don't know if that's gonna happen for me, but I just want to go on a date. Like, I don't even want to get a partner, you know? I don't even want to get a partner. Who cares about a partner? All I want is to just experience a date before I die, you know? That's what I want. And freaking gays on Grindr are so boring. Oh. Me too. I call it of the 1951. Sorry, 1950. Did I say 1950 before? I'm so stupid. 1995 ones, because that's my birth year. But oh my god, her outfits are gorgeous, girl. I really want to get the Barbie that is for my birth year because it's incredibly pretty. But I am poor, and those are collector's items. I really want to start though. I really want to start collecting Barbie. Like, genuinely, you know what? If any of you want to give me a present that really means a lot to me, give me a Barbie doll. You know? Just give me a Barbie doll. I really love Barbie. I love to look at it. I love to know that a piece of my childhood is with me, you know? I'm just saying that I just wanted to start collecting holiday Barbie, you know? I wish I still had my 1996 holiday Barbie. What did you do to it? Where did she go? The news want to know what happened to her. The public needs to know what happened to Barbie. Where did she go? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? What's your year? I was born in the 2000s. I know. Very young according to some people. I'm about to be 26, girl. I don't wanna. You know what it is to be. You know what it is to be to have been born in the 2000s. It feels like I have an expiration date. This is a very grim outlook, by the way, looking at the 2000s, right? Like, I always know how old I am, you know what I mean? I can never forget, even if I get dementia, I don't think I could ever forget how old I am, because it's always at the end of the year. It's always at the end of the year. And the hard thing about that is, you know, okay, Caitlin, no worries, take your time. The hard thing about that is just like, you know, on average, we humans live 70 to 90 years, maybe 100 if you're lucky. So like, I don't know, it feels like I always know when I'm gonna die. It feels like I always know what my expiration date is. I don't know. It's a little grim. I don't like it. I just want someone to date or love me. Aww. You'll find somebody, sweetheart. Don't worry. Like, I know I am like a lot of doom and gloom about it. I know that I talk about it about being desperate for love. But honestly, it's just my delusion, and I play it up a little bit for camera, for camera, for the stage, for the audience. I find comfort in being alone, but I feel like everybody should be comfortable in being alone before getting a partner first. But it's just, sometimes it's nice to have time to share with others, That's what I'm saying on that one. She disappeared. I have a feeling my mom donated her. No! Okay, you know what? You gotta sue. You know what you're gonna do? Liv, you know what you're gonna do for me? Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna sue your mom for reparations, for emotional damages, okay? Because I would be beyond pissed if a doll that meant a lot to me was donated by my mom. I would be devastated. So I'm very sorry for that, sweetie. I'm very sorry. But yeah, let's move on to the tier list before we continue, because I feel like I've been yapping a lot and not really doing that much action. Alright. Somebody said that Uno is on B tier or D tier. And I mean, this is not just Uno. Uno is a standing for board games, right? Board games, any type of board game. Be it Snakes and Ladders, Monopoly. I think board games very similar to like underwear, video games and stuff like that. It's just one of those things that are always useful, because you don't know how awkward it is, You don't know how awkward it is when you're in somebody's home, you're looking for an activity to do. Perhaps you just want to hang out, and you don't have any board games to invite them to, It's just a really nice icebreaker. Board games are a way for people to bond, for you to either bond with somebody or destroy your friendship over. Uno, ending friendship since I don't know when Uno was invented. It's just one of those things that it feels like you will always have a use for it. I feel like if you have it, you will always be able to, in some way, shape, or form, use it. So I find board games to be very, very important. I would never say no to a board game. Unless it's one of those board games in which it's like fart humor, and then you lose me. And then friendship over. Block. I am not talking to you ever again. Oh. I also like being alone. Yeah. It is very important to be alone, For somebody who sounds 26 years old, it's so cute. You're so cute and sweet. Oh, thank you. I know, I don't sound old, apparently. You know what? That's kind of a read. That's kind of like a little bit of a read. I ain't gonna lie. That sounds like a read. It's just like, oh, you're 26? You don't sound decrepit? And you sound old? No, I get it. Board games with co-op would always be amazing. There's this game called Patchwork. You'd like it. Ooh, what is it about? I'm actually kind of interested. That sounds fun. Let me just end the tier list with I know that this is probably gonna have people tearing me a new asshole in chat. I don't care. I think Legos are boring. I think Legos are boring. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna put it up a little bit more. I'm gonna give Lego its flowers, okay? Lego model kits in general, they're like decorations with more steps. Like Legos model kits, and not for me to say this, but not for me to say this, but like, I'm sorry, Jerry Gumpla. It's just like homework. You're like, when you give me a model kit, be Lego, Gumpla, I don't know what else is out there. I don't really care. You're giving me homework. You're giving me a task to complete. And you think that, and I'm supposed to think that you have a good faith in me. I'm supposed to think that you want happiness for me when you give me homework, when you give me something that I have to put together myself. Girl, if anything, give me the statue. Like, you're gifting me the experience, you know? And I understand, I get it. It's the experience. It's the experience of building something, of creating something that makes you feel good. Back. Oh, you were gone? I'm sorry. Let me reinstate my statement, okay? Lego, model kits, Gunpla, whatever the fuck you name it. I don't feel like they're good gifts because you're giving me homework. You're giving me a decoration with more steps. You're making me work for a decoration for a paperweight that is gonna be on my office. I am not into it. I'm sorry. Okay, I have a 2000s holiday Barbie. DM me your address. What the? Girl, wait. Hold on. Stop. Full stop. What? I'm sorry. What? Are you sure? Are you sure? But like, isn't it your only one though? Like, don't send it to me if it's your only one. Keep it for your collection. Keep it for your own personal collection. It's okay. It's okay, Cleo. I do want her, but I don't want you to. I do want her, okay. Fine. I won't beg for it. Listen, I'm not gonna beg for it. If you want to give it to me, fine. I'll send you my address at the end of stream. But like, give me your address, puta. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Okay, fine. I'll DM it to you later. Thank you, though. Ah! My first holiday Barbie. I'm so excited. Sorry, I'm very happy. I don't know. Listen, I love Barbie since I was a kid. I love having her. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. Oh, I'm never gonna take her out of the box, bitch. She's gonna be in display in my walls. Whenever I am like 80 years old, and if I have grandkids, I'm gonna show them to her. I'm gonna slap their wrists. You know, I'm gonna slap their wrists when they try to touch her and be like, not for play, just for show. This was given to me by the queen who pays my bills by giving me quarters once every 2 moons, you know? And it has a lot of value to me. It's the season of giving. It truly is. Man, what did I do? What did I do for you guys to be so nice to me? Thank you. You guys, I'm gonna cry. I need to stop. You know what? We need to move on because I'm gonna cry. You bond with it? Oh, with the Lego? With the model kit? I guess. Okay, listen. Jerry, I need to hear your perspective on this, right? Is it the effort, the blood, sweat, and tears of putting work into your very fancy paperclip? Very fancy paperweight. What makes you feel like you're bonding with it? Because it's maybe the experience, you know? Maybe I need to build a Gunpla. Maybe I need to get into Plamo. Maybe I just need to get into Legos. Maybe I just need... I actually do have a Lego. The reason why I was talking about, like, you know, me not really appreciating it, is because I do have one that I think it's supposed to be an elephant. And I just don't really feel like building it. I don't really feel like building it. But I could do it for a stream, maybe. I could do it for a stream. Maybe after I work really hard on it with my own sweat, blood, and tears, I will understand it. But in so far, it's going on C tier because I don't know. I don't really care. I think there is a cute plumber you can get into. High grade fun farsha. Okay, hold on, let me check. Oh, by the way, I'm learning. I'm learning like lexicon. I'm learning the lexicon of the plastic eaters because I know that HG is now high grade. I think. Is it? I'm being so confident, and I don't know if I'm being wrong, but You know, I'm gonna assume that HG is for high grade. You know, it matches. It makes sense in my storyline. It makes sense in my storyline in my brain. I was shook on the high grade when you said it. Ah! See, I'm good. I'm learning things. I am understanding my friends. See, I know what you're about. Hold on, copy. Let me check this. I'm interested. Ah, this is pretty actually. Ooh, wait, hold on. Oh my god, who's she? Who is her? Wait, my headphones. Oh, things are falling off of me. Wait, hold on. I need to copy. Let me open my drawing program so you guys can see this shit. Actually, no, I don't even need to do that. Hold on. How can I open this? Okay, you guys need to look at her. Who is she? Hold on. Hello, can you please showcase this? Hey, look at this. Who is she? I need to move this over here so you guys can see it better. Shit. You know what? Let me just get my drawing program because this is failing me. Hold on. Let me get my drawing program so that I can open this properly and show it to you. There you go. Look at her. Who is she? Who is this girl? It's even very magical girl vibes. I ain't gonna lie. Girl, be careful not to dox. I don't think my address was on there, was it? I'm sorry. Listen, I'll just cut it out of the bot. But it feels very magical girlish. Honestly, I would be so down to get into this. I would love to have this. I would love to have this in my pantry. Okay, you know what? Maybe I see it. You know what? Maybe I see it. Maybe I do see it. Hold on. I have adjusted my sensibilities. I have a new parameter to think this through. Okay, fine. You convince me. Maybe it's an A tier. Fine. I get it. I get the hype now. Oh yeah, chat, this is our tier list. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I still think that getting money is probably the best Christmas gift that you can give a person, because then they can buy whatever the fuck they want with it, you know? For that same matter, you can give out gift cards. Gift cards are good too, you know? Maybe we get a model kit of Genshin character. I feel like that's easier. Considering how difficult Genshin characters are, I don't think so. I don't think that's a good idea. Like, I feel like Genshin characters may be too complicated for like a model kit, you know? You know what? Let's start with Lego. I'll start with a Lego. Why not? We can talk about that. You know what? We can talk about that. How about this? We can consider a collab maybe on your channel. Yeah, please don't nut yourself. And oh my god, that's the artists behind the Genshin models are so good. Really? I don't think I ever seen a Genshin model kit. Hold on, let me check that. Chad, I think I may have looked the wrong. I think I may have looked up the wrong thing. But I'm staring at a lot of boobs right now. There's a lot of there's a lot of things invading my peripherals right now. There's a lot of black lines invading my peripherals right now. Oh god, why is there so much titty here? Why is there so much titty here? Is this what you guys wanted me to say? Why are they so big? Hello? Girl, Fischl doesn't even have boobs. Why are you giving her boobs? Ain't she a child? Damn. You know what? Maybe it's better if you send me a link or something, cause listen, I say that I wouldn't mind looking at Manato like that, but I don't know. I don't think that that's an experience that I could get into on stream. You know what I mean? But yeah, chat. I think we're reaching the end of the stream today. Let's just chat a little bit. Let me just put my down. I'm sorry if you hear a lot of like interference with me because I'm moving a lot because, like I said, I'm feeling very theatrical with the what's it called? I'm feeling very theatrical with me having like a phone in my hand, a mic in my hand. And, you know, I've been moving around a lot. I feel like I've been like more bodily expressive than normal. And I feel like that is probably making a lot of noises in the mic. So I do apologize about that. Like I said, I'm not really sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow. It's not so pretty. Mine? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Unless you're not talking about me. In which case, I still think I'm pretty. Anyway, ever heard of color theory? Girl, I'm a graphic designer. They fucking smash color theory into my brain. Of course I do. Of course I know, man. Of course I do color. I know color theory. How dare? You're still. Oh, fine. That sounds like you were. That sounds like you were forced for you to say that you think my model is pretty. Oh. My heart. It's wounded. Anyway. But yeah. I'll let you guys know whether or not tomorrow's stream is good to go or not. Because like I said, my microphone shock mount broke. And therefore my mic arm can no longer hold it anymore. And that means that I have to hold my mic myself. I have to go old school and have my mic on my fist. So I don't know that tomorrow is gonna happen yet. We might do another like just chatting stream maybe. Cause I cannot play a video game one-handed, you know. I know a lot of people are very skilled to play video games with one hand. You know who you are. But I am not that girl. I'm not that girl. I suck at video game as much as it is. And sure, Date Everything is more of a walking simulator, but I feel like it will be a pain in the ass. So I'll let you guys know what happens. We might just do a just chatting stream. Or if I can figure out another way to stream it, I'll let you guys know. Do keep a lookout on YouTube posts. I do a lot of YouTube posts nowadays because Twitter is hell. Twitter is hell and I cannot post anything on Twitter anymore. So I'm using YouTube post a lot more. And I will use my Discord for announcements. So if you guys want to keep up with me, know what I'm up to, talk to me, or maybe join a couple events that I will be running on Discord at some point in time. Free Ren is coming out soon. Free Ren Season 2 is coming out soon, and we're going to be watching that on the Discord. Please do join. The link is either by exclamation point Discord on the purple side, or on the red side on YouTube right here, my home. It's on the description of the video. But yeah. Anyway. I think it's a good time for us to end stream today, Chad. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we go? Any updates in your life you want to let me know about? I don't know. You want to fight me on my tier list? Oh god, I can't speak anymore. You want to fight me on my tier list? Let me know. I'm all ears for a little bit. Chad, thank you. Listen, if anything, if I am nothing of a chatterbox. You know what's so funny? Somebody, Aki, a fellow chatter that comes here every once in a while, they came in, and I guess they just haven't heard me talk in a while, but they said, oh my god, I found somebody who japs more than me. And I'm like, girl, you haven't been here. You have not been here, girlie. You haven't been here enough. If you don't know that I'm a yapper, I'm the Yapatron 9000. I can make a conversation with anything that you give me. Wait, if you give me something that I'm passionate by, oh girl, I'm talking your ear off for like 10 hours. So yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you guys had fun. Thank you for giving this stream a chance. I promise I'm not gonna be doing tier list streams that often. It's just one of those things that I do every once in a while because it may be easier, or it's just things that people can get into easier. You know. Well, we'll see about that. But I promise I won't do them that often. Don't forget, Ho. Love your chatty ass. Take care of Miss 2000 for me. Ah! I'm so excited. Anyway, thank you. I'll be sending you a DM on Twitter. Actually, no, I'll send it to you on Discord. Now that I think about it, so I do have you. You're in my Discord now, so I can actually talk to you directly. Oh my god. Anyway, I hope you guys have a lovely day, lovely night. Remember, the Cherry Von Blossom Boutique always appreciates you. And you guys have a good day. Mwah! Happy holidays, guys. And next week we'll be talking about what will be coming on 2026. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.